Hello, friends. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. From which country, which region you are? This is Dr. Sanjay Kumar. Salam, Namaste, and Adab. How are you? Hope you are doing great, wonderful, and amazing job. As you know, I came daily live with wonderful guests with very famous and great personalities around the world to learn new things. Today, we also have a wonderful person, wonderful, great personality. She is officially queen, mindfulness queen. She is officially ambassador of waves of kindness. We can say her mindful mom or officially mom of waves of kindness. To know further, she is none other than she is Laura May Jones. Let's move to her to welcome her. Welcome Laura May Jones to our show. How are you, ma'am?
I am wonderful. I am honored to be here. We have been trying to connect for this interview, and it seemed like technology kept us apart. So I'm very grateful to be here in this moment with you, Dr. Sanjay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's really my honor and privilege to share screen with you. So thank you so much for coming to our show. Ma'am, before we go to our main topic, the mindfulness, I have request to you. Would you please tell about yourself to my viewers in your own words?
Okay. Well, as he told you, my name is Laura Mae Jones. I am a mindfulness mentor. I consider myself a mindfulness master of my own mind. I love to teach mindfulness, and that's what we are going to talk about today. I am also a notary public and an overcomer, a waymaker, a soul seeker, and today's conversation is going to be very helpful for us all about mindfulness.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing about yourself that you are the wonderful person. I have a little curiosity. I want to know about your life journey. Can you please share that? How was your childhood? From your childhood till what you are today? What struggle, what obstacles you have passed through that so that people can learn, people can inspire from your life journey, they can motivate from your life journey. So please share your life journey, life experience, and life experience. Over to you.
Okay, well, it's my pleasure to do so. Since I'm getting older, I've had a longer life than most of the people in our Wave of Kindness family, but that makes me the proud mom. Anyway, I was born in Pennsylvania, United States of America, and I was born into a wonderful family. However, my parents divorced when I was very young, and my mother worked at a mental hospital as a nurse, and she also worked two full time jobs in order to support six children. As a result of that, she was not home very often. So I grew up mainly on my own. We were very poor due to being a single parent household. So I didn't have a lot of things other children had. And I was grateful for what I did have. And I learned to be creative and be able to play with my friends. But I developed a lot of negative thoughts because of my surroundings, the negativity, um, just a big conglomeration of things. And that negative mind made me very sick for a long time. I went to a doctor at age 15 after being sad all those years to get help, and they put me on medication, and I took that journey for 30 years. At the end of that 30 years, I was way worse. I was disabled. I was not able to work. I was not able to have healthy relationships because my negative thoughts made me so toxic to myself inside that it made the people around me have to make a choice to walk away, to protect themselves from the negativity, because negativity is very hard to live with and it's very draining, and it causes a lot of suffering. Well, after 55 years of suffering, I learned mindfulness. And mindfulness is when you learn to live in the present moment on purpose with awareness and curiosity instead of judgment. You no longer judge, you observe. And when you observe, you only observe what you see, smell, taste, feel. And when you are observing the world and embracing the world on the outside with your senses and an attitude of gratitude for Mother Earth, the flowers, the birds, your breath, just be grateful for everything, it starts to change you. And what you find out is when you live in the present moment, you're able to get unstuck from the negative feelings, because negative feelings can keep you stuck for years. And so, in order to get unstuck, there's a way to learn to live mindfully that will make all that go away and you can live a life of happiness, because happiness is a byproduct of mindfulness, because mindfulness is a choice we make to observe the world with kindness and not judge each other. Um, Let me collect my thoughts. Do you have any questions right there, Dr. Sanjay? I kind of lost my train of thought. I can tell you about the more benefits, or I can tell you more. I also, before, let me go backtrack just slightly. At the end of the 30 years, when I wanted to get help somehow, because the mental health system at the current time mainly gave you medications, and they did not offer me the tools or the skills I needed to learn to cope effectively with things that happened in my life. So, mindfulness, I learned to cope. I learned to not be stuck in my feelings. I learned that my thoughts are not always the facts. We assume things. Assuming things doesn't make them the truth. With mindfulness, you don't assume anymore. You make a choice based on what you are observing. For instance, just as an example, if you observe this door lock, you're going to observe the color. You can be appreciative about the color, the size, the texture, the feel. It may bring you some good memories, but the benefits of learning a mindful practice are you learn to love yourself, you learn to love others more freely, it improves your relationships, it allows you to become more creative, because when you're not living in your thoughts and you're living in the present, you're not thinking about the past anymore, because the past is gone, yes, and the future is not here quite yet. So in the present moment, we can appreciate everything we have at that moment. And if the only thing you have is your breath and your surroundings, you still have your breath, which means there is always hope, because things change in a blink of an eye sometimes. And if that happens, you just go one moment at a time, joyfully, appreciatively, gratefully. And everything will change because you're not stuck in those past thoughts anymore. We have to learn to love each other, accept each other non judgmentally. Judgments hurt. And we have been taught all over the universe, generationally, judgment. It's nobody's fault, but we need to undo that. We need to learn to accept each other's differences. We need to learn to love each other and be kind, because we are all one. In this world, in this earth, we are all one people. We have our higher power, our source, our God, our Allah, and we need to connect with that throughout the day. And that's what mindfulness is. When you pay attention on purpose and you're observing and you go to your mindfulness moment, you connect with your inner source, you put your hand on your heart or your belly and you breathe in and you connect, you let your thoughts just go and you just be still and you just let whatever intuitive things that come to you. It is in the moments of silence that we receive our blessings and our truth from our higher power or our higher self. And I believe mindfulness is a lifestyle because everything is important. Your sleep, your food, your higher power connection, your thoughts, we are all connected. And we are going to learn this together. I am going to make videos step by step and rebuild from the bottom up. And that's what I want to do. It'll be a better world for all of us. We are one. We are part of the body of heaven, of our higher power, together as one. So, do you have some questions? Because mindfulness is so detailed to me, I can go on forever.
Thank you so much. How you come from a disease, uh, and how you recover yourself and stand on your own. It's really inspiring and inspiration for many women, many boys, many youngsters that don't give up. And life is not end here. Start new things and do again. So thank you so much for sharing. I know this is a very painful to you to share this past, this journey, this experience, but we are here to inspire the people. We are here to motivate the people, to aware the people. So thank you so much for your journey. We can continue this talk with a short break. Hello, friends. Welcome back after break. We are talking with Madam Laura May Jones from North Carolina. She is the officially queen of mindfulness. She is the officially ambassador of waves of kindness. She is talking about her life journey, and she is. We know the by sharing life journey is really painful for her. We are very much thankful to her that she shared her journey to inspire us. She shared her journey to inspire many youngsters like me. So thank you so much, ma'am. And I'm very sorry. I know I feel the pain at your face. So I'm sorry for asking this question.
It's okay.
Uh, Thank you, ma'am. My
And
question to you that what does mindfulness word mean? What does
what,
the mindfulness word mean?
I'm sorry, mindfulness, what has what?
Okay, what does mindfulness mean?
Oh, what does mindfulness mean? It means that you are living in the present moment with awareness of your surroundings, your feelings, your thoughts, and you pay attention on purpose so that you can grow and learn. And mindfulness is being curious about the world instead of judging it. And it is also a transformational thing that builds muscle in your mind, just like you work out your muscle. Mindfulness actually builds the muscle, your frontal lobe muscle. And when you practice mindfulness, and you don't have to try to meditate on a pillow. You can be mindful in everything you do, but when you can get away for a few moments and be silent and be mindful of your surroundings with your senses, you will receive the messages from God and the universe and the world that you need to receive. And with that being said, it helps you continue to build that memory. So if when you do go through hard times, which you will, because life is a journey of difficult ups and downs, and mindfulness teaches you how to cope with those ups and downs that are around you. And when you do it mindfully, you're able to um, keep being more strong, more resilient, and you actually have a neuroplasticity to your mind. So when things do go bad, you come back from it much quicker. For instance, before mindfulness, if someone hurt my feelings, I couldn't think about anything else for probably 3 days. I felt so bad. Well, now I don't take things personally as I used to, but if I do get hurt feelings, I can work through that mindfully pretty quickly. And that's a good thing because you don't want to get stuck in negative thoughts. You need to let them go. You need to let go of the things that hurt you in the past. It is gone. The past is gone. And all we can do is go forward. And we only have this moment. So embrace it and live your best moment and be creative. And you do think in the future as far as goals. But if I could tell you that it didn't take very long for me to improve my life and create a life worth living. And I think you can do that no matter, what your surroundings are because you learn to be grateful for everything. And there is silver linings in everything, even COVID has silver linings. It brought people together for waves of kindness, and it brought families home to where they could interact again, because we were so busy in the world, we didn't have those moments. And I think the good thing about COVID is the awareness we all have of wanting more family time, of wanting a more kind environment. We need to take care of our earth. We need to take care of ourselves mindfully. That means making sure you have enough sleep, making sure you ate your meals nutritiously, and it's making sure you pay attention to your close relationships, to make sure you stay in touch, that you check in on your loved ones. That's mindfulness. It's not hard to be mindful. It really isn't. And when you're kind, you forgive easily, because you need to forgive no matter what. Because if you don't forgive, you get stuck in it. You get stuck because it makes you hold on to that pain, and it makes you blame, and it makes you have guilt or shame, and it's just a mess. So mindfully, you forgive people for what they do. You do not know their situation, and therefore you do not judge. You forgive. You make a choice whether you need to set healthy boundaries, and you continue to go forward mindfully, enjoying your moments, living each day to the fullest, because we are only promised this moment. We're not promised another one. So spend that moment wisely. And if you're driving, drive. Observe your hands on the wheels. Observe what you're looking at. Don't be stuck in your mind on autopilot, because then you're not being mindful, and not being mindful can be dangerous. You can cause an accident in a moment by not being mindful. When you're doing dishes, you can be mindful of the smell of the soap, the feel of the warmth of the water, and be grateful for that. And when you're observing those things with your senses, you're not stuck in your thoughts. So I kind of ran on there, but it has changed my life, and you can never give up, because I did, and I ended up on life support, and I had an experience that I'm writing a book about, but that experience taught me to love myself, because you have to love yourself to be able to accept love from others. And the more you love yourself, the more you love everybody else too. And when you love people and you trust people, you're not afraid of what they're going to think, or because if they're like-minded and they're mindful, they're not going to judge you. They will laugh with you. They will love you unconditionally and non-judgmentally, with acceptance. Because at the end of the day, at the end of our life, what matters is love and how kind you were. It doesn't matter to that higher realm of heaven what material things we ever had. We can't take them with us. I've lost mine twice recently. I lost a lot in a hurricane in 2018. But God blessed us again with a home and nice things on the walls. But I don't get attached to those things, because they can be gone in a hurricane, just like that. So I embrace my life, my breath, my family, especially my Waves of Kindness family, because it's the closest thing I have to the experience I had in heaven's womb.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's really amazing you shared about what is mindfulness. It's actually being in present moment, aware awareness about yourself, self observation, and observation around your surrounding, what's going in your mind. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing
Thank
us
you for
about
having
your life journey, for talking about mindfulness, explaining what is mindfulness in very detail in every concept. You also shared how mindfulness transforms someone's life in better way. So thank you so much, ma'am,
thank you.
for your valuable time and shared valuable information about the mindfulness. I am once again very honored and privileged having you on my show. I have one last request. Please advise the word of wisdom to my viewers. So after that we can end the show. Over to you.
Okay. My words of wisdom to every viewer, young or old. Forget most of the things you've learned and start thinking fresh, mindfully. Let's start over together as children. Look at the world through a child's eyes and embrace it. And we'll go forward mindfully together. With this new technology, we can help each other and grow and change our world into a better place for our future generations. And that's what I want is my grandchildren, your grandchildren, your future great grandchildren, and on and on and on to live in a better world that's kinder than the world we have experienced. So let's join hands at Waves of Kindness and let's take over the world, one ripple at a time, one person at a time. I thank you for having me, Dr. Sanjay. It's been my indeed honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a wonderful discussion about mindfulness. I'm very happy, very pleased, and very much honored that having you on my show. Thank you once again for your
Thank you.
available time. Viewers, in next live show, we will come with another great personality. We'll learn new things. Till that, stay happy, spread happiness and positivity and kindness to everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
And never give up. Never give up. Never.
Never get up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.